Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, friends. How's it going? Good evening. I'm coming to you from Texas, so it is evening for me. But if you are somewhere else around the world, I'd love to know where you are. Hi, I'm Erica. In case you have not been to one of my streams, today we're going to do a little bit of drawing. And yeah, we're just gonna like loosen up and play in our sketchbook and do some work in there. Nothing big. It's gonna be very relaxing, very low key. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Shen. Thank you guys for being here. You made it, Elizabeth. Yay. I'm excited. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for being here. Good evening, Sarah. I'm so glad you guys were able to join. I wanted to do this little bonus stream so that way we can kind of do a little bit more practice. And you know, this month on Patreon, we've been playing all with like fruit. And so in the last stream, we didn't do fruit, but we did like, you know, all sorts of, I called them like objects of affection. So today we're going to be doing a lot of fruit imagery. I have a timer. We're going to do some time drawings. I think there's going to be a great opportunity for you to loosen up, you know, just have a little bit of fun in your sketchbook, make a lot of mistakes, and just, you know, enjoy the process of drawing, enjoy the products of whatever comes out of it. It could be bad, it could be great, and who knows? We're just going to have fun doing it. So this is going to be great for your daily drawing practice if that's something you're doing. And if not, it's just good to like kind of, you know, sit with a bunch of other artists and draw together. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm glad you are here. Again, if I don't know you yet or you haven't been to one of my streams before, I'm Erica. I am a Texas artist and educator, and I'm a big advocate for like drawing in your sketchbook every day. So that's what we're going to talk a lot about today. Sometimes I like to talk about a little bit of junky TV and, you know, just the goings on of everything in the world. I am a teacher, so I always have like teacher stories to share, but we're just going to mostly be focused on our drawing. So feel free to tune in and draw with me or work on your own projects and just listen in. Or, you know, do whatever you want to do. If you want to be here, you want to be in the chat, cool. And if you can't chat because you're so busy drawing and trying to get those timers in, which, I mean, I'll be doing too, that's okay too. So you do you. I'll be here doing a lot of drawing. So let me go ahead and share with you a couple of things here. Oh, good, Sarah. I'm so glad to see it. Sarah says that she's inspired to break out tombos. You don't have a lot of colors, so it may be time to break out some funky color combos. I'm all about the funky color combos. And, you know, I think it's really like fun and refreshing to see colors that, you know, don't usually go together, colors we wouldn't expect. So I can't wait to see what you do, Sarah. Let's play with color today. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the drawing cam, and I added a little addition. So I have a little camera here, but I don't know how to reverse this one. I haven't figured that out yet. So I don't know if you like that or not. I don't know if people want to see the drawer as we're drawing. It's so weird. The last video, the last stream that we had, right when I switched over to the drawing camera, I felt my ponytail rubber band break, and I just felt it again. Crazy. I guess it's just like that's the way it's going to be. Candace is here. Hi, Candace. How are you? Thanks for being here. We're going to do a little drawing today. I hope you'll join. Okay, so let me also share kind of the process for this. I have my sketchbook right here, and I'm going to be using this moleskin. Oops, my flamingo. No. Hold on, let me put my flamingo back on there. I'm going to be working in my moleskin. This is the Art Collections bullet journal. It's a bullet journal. I know, right? I think so too, Elizabeth, right? Because, you know, that whole day of like having your hair like scrunched back, that's how my day has been. So this is my bullet journal. It's called the Moleskin. It has a little bit of a faint dot grid. And I'm super proud because I'm already almost halfway through this book. I have a lot of pages left, but I, have been through most of them. And I'll share a little bit about the sketchbook because last time I talked about it and I really was, I don't know, I mean, this is not groundbreaking, but I had never done this before, so I shared it with the people who attended my last stream. And one of the things that I started doing was gluing down. Okay, so when you draw in your journal, or at least in this book, I'm going to try to show you an example. I'm drawing. Okay, this is great. I'm drawing here, and you can kind of see that it bleeds. It doesn't fully bleed through, but there's a little bit of a bleed through on this page. So sometimes I feel reluctant to draw on this page because of that, and I just skip and I go here. But in order to make those pages available, I started gluing down just some paper. You can see that this one had a little bit of ghosting from the previous page here. So I glued down some paper bag, and I used that for my last drawing, which we did at the last stream, which was this telephone. And I love it. I mean, I had talked about this last time, so I'll just touch on it really quickly. One of the very first journals that I was using when I first started returning to my daily sketchbook practice was the Archer and Olive dot grid, but it was a craft paper journal. Loved it. I used it with acrylic markers. So good together. If you've never tried that combo, it looks so good. 10 out of 10 recommend. So this one is just like any old sketchbook that I found at Home Goods. So I glued down this paper, and I get kind of the benefits of having a craft paper journal, but I also have regular paper. And then on some pages, I also glued down just plain old white paper. This is just white drawing paper that I put on there. And so I have the dot paper, I have the dot grid, I also have the craft paper, and I have the white paper. So I think this is going to be really good for, and also the craft paper for my acrylic markers. So I might use some of those today. And also, I think I'm going to start drawing here on our dot grid pages here too. So I'm going to start around here. Some other things I wanted to share. I'm probably going to be working with my Tombow markers today and with acrylic markers. And then my favorite pencil, Elizabeth and I can both attest to this being the best pencil. I just like the color. I mean, the pencil's great too, I think. But I always like to use this pencil in lieu of something black. It's very dark, so it kind of reads black, but it's also not black. So it doesn't have that kind of like flatness that a black will give you. So that's what I'm using for when I want to add my darkest darks in. And I like to add a little bit of line work and texture. So I'll be using that as well. Oh, and as we start drawing, I'm going to just give you an example. This is our first image. You're going to see it appear on the screen. And you can start to like draw from that one. We'll have timers and you can look at it here and you can draw. But I realize that it's kind of small. So I'm just thinking right now how I can make this available to everybody. But I did post all the pictures on my Patreon. It's a public page, so you can go and view them there. And I'm just going to pop it in the chat in case anyone doesn't have... doesn't know where to find it. I just want to share with you that link. So if you want to see the photos a little closer up, sorry, I'm multitasking here. Let me see I don't know if I can pop this in the chat. Let me try. You can go ahead and click on, can I put that in there? Let's try. There we go. I think that's it. Fingers crossed. You can go to that link that I just posted in the chat, and that one should take you to the page that I have for this stream, and it's open for everyone to see. And then you can zoom into the pictures if you like. So I have my my photos here on my iPad so that I can zoom into them and look at them up close. And so if you feel like you need to have a closer image, go ahead and open that link, maybe in a separate tab or on a separate device. That's what I do. And otherwise, you can just draw from the image. And I think maybe that's better, because if you have like a smaller image and you can't really see everything, you kind of have to be a little bit more expressive with it. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, I want to know what you bought. I was just thinking recently about buying some more, but I have like a stack of journals. I have to use those before I'm not going to let myself buy another one until I use my stack of journals. So I think I have maybe about 7 or 8 that I need to use before I purchase any more. So I can live vicariously through you. I would love to see what you got. All right, so we're gonna do drawing from an image, and I have a timer here. So I'm gonna try to put it right there so that you can kind of keep an eye on that too. Sometimes I forget to give you reminders when time is almost up. And then again, I have my Tombow. So I'm gonna start by picking out some photos and picking out some colors. And when I do these sketchbook spreads, I tend to want to stick with the same colors for the whole spread. So I'm going to find some that I think can be versatile enough. So even if you're going to use some crazy colors like Sarah and I, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just looking in on the chat right now. I can see that Sarah's cooking dinner. I love that for you. So you're just listening, and thank you so much. And you're keeping us company too. And then Elizabeth, you're saying that was just the indigo pencil, but oh, you got some new indigo pencils. You got some new journals too. Yeah, I definitely want to see. I can't wait. You always buy the best journals. I swear, you get like the prettiest ones. So I'm excited to see what you chose. So I'm going to choose some colors for this. And what I always like to choose so that I have a little bit of versatility is something light, medium, and dark. So pretty much in whatever color scheme I get, light, medium, and dark. So if I want pinks, a light, a medium, and a dark. If I want greens, a light, a medium, and a dark. And it's just so that I have versatility here. And then, of course, I will add more colors in if I feel like I need it. But I like a more like limited color palette. So I'm going to have that purple there. I feel like I need a couple of purples. Let's do these 3, light, medium, and dark. And then in the pink family, I'm going to go, and I always like something really light so that, you can hardly even see that one. It'll go a little bit darker. So I can sketch with that one. Okay. And I'm just going to stick with this for now. I think this might, maybe I could use like a little bit of a green. I'll just pick that. I don't think I need a dark one. We'll see. If I do, I'll grab that, but I feel like I've done this color scheme before. So let me just swatch it and I'll share with you the colors. This is $6.79. If you're interested. This one is $6.03. I also really like the look of a swatch panel. This is $6.23. I think that's a little darker than the previous one. This is $6.85. $8.17. $8.03. Yeah, that's a good one. And this is $1.31. That is very light. I think this will be a good option for my sketching. So let's go ahead and do some time drawings. And I think this is going to be a really fun opportunity for you to just really loosen up and don't worry too much about the product of what you're making. Just like have fun and make some marks. So let's keep these short. I think we're going to start with, nothing is going to be over 10 minutes today. Everything will be 10 minutes and under. Let's go ahead and start with a 10-minute for this one, just because there's a lot of objects there. But of course, feel free to draw as little or as much of these things as you like. I'm going to start down here on my page, and 10 minutes are on the clock right now. So I recommend you start as well. I do have some music playing in the background, so if it's a little too rowdy, because it's like some cinematic playlist, you just let me know and I will try to fix that for you. See, this one's really pretty here. I was just going to draw one. I was going to draw like a little slice, but now I'm already like excited about these different like cross sections. Man, figs are so pretty. Ugh. They're so, so pretty. And they're like, I don't know. I don't really like figs. I remember when I was in college, I used to work at a grocery store as a store artist. So I used to draw all of their signage. Oh my God, it was such a fun job. I will never forget that job. I tell everyone about it. I'm like, all my students, guess what I used to do when I was in college? Because I really loved that job. It was so much fun. And I would draw signs all day long, and they would be like, which is probably explains a lot of why I was really inspired by like grocery store, like imagery and, you know, kind of like iconography symbolism from grocery stores, like grocery signs and things like that. But I digress. I remember one time when I was working with the produce department and we were making signs for like, you know, figs, I don't know, California figs or something like that. I tried one of the figs that they had there and there was a bug in it. And of course, now I know that that's kind of par for the course with a fig, but no, I really can't have figs anymore. I'm a little bit traumatized. It was just, I mean, it wouldn't have been a big deal if I hadn't seen the bug, but I saw the bug when I bit into it, and that was a turnoff. It just couldn't happen. I couldn't do it. So I don't know. Do you love a fig? I mean, I know a lot of people love a fig. I like the way they look, but I definitely don't really want to eat them. But I recognize they're good. I've had a fig Newton, and that was good. And my dad would always talk about how he remembers, I think it was like his grandmother having a fig tree, and they would always eat figs off of it. And I do remember those quite a bit when I was a kid, like just people having fig trees a lot. So you would see a lot of like squished figs on the floor because no one was eating them. Man, if only, like in this economy, we could be eating all those figs on somebody's tree. If I had a fig tree, I would learn to love figs. Ooh, I really feel like this is so much warmer, but I'm just gonna kind of mess around here. Like it's not quite the right color, but we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna just do what I can. The interior of the figs are also super challenging, I think, to draw. So I think it'll be fun to just kind of do like really scribbly lines. Something really expressive. Oh, maybe I should get in these little other sections that are pretty dark. Want to make sure I don't lose them. So when I'm drawing really fast like this, I think the best thing about this process, it really forces you to think about the most important stuff. What you consider to be the most important stuff, because also that's relative. But it's helpful to be put in this position where you go, okay, I have to decide now. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Monklin. I'm so glad you're here. I think it's really cool to be put in a position where you have to make a decision right away and you cannot labor over this, which is something I have a tendency to do if given like free reign. I mean, I've gotten so much better over the years. I used to be terrible about it. It was like almost crippling, like concern about, you know, whether this was enough or whether I could stop, and when do you know when it's done? Like I remember asking that to my professors, like, how do I know? And it's like, how does anybody know? You just know. I think you should just know. And I think if you're wondering if you're done, you're probably done. Maybe you're not done. I don't know. You tell me what you think. But I feel like for me it was like I'm probably done and I'm overthinking things. So I need something to kind of make me, you know, chill. I need to know when to stop, and timers help me do that. We have 4 minutes left. Tristan, I hope you are drawing with me too. Get out your sketchbook. Let's go. No pressure though, of course. Don't do it if you don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of texture in here. Oh my gosh, and this music that I have playing in the background is like cinematic music. It is too dramatic. I feel like I'm in a like action movie here. And I'm literally just drawing, like settle down. But the timer, it's like, you know, what would you call it when you like de-bomb something? What do you call that? When like they would try to like make the bomb not explode. That's how I feel right now. I feel very stressed by this timer. Okay, that song's over. Everyone has survived the drawing sesh. A little bit of weird light here. I feel like I need something even lighter, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna add a little bit more something in here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but we're gonna try. That's not the right one. All of this like really pale flesh right here. It reads to me as more like the creaminess of the paper, but I feel like I need something a little bit more. Okay, now I have about 2.5 minutes. I think I'm gonna use this time to come in with my pencil. I know that I want to include my pencil. If you don't have this step, like you don't need to go through this step, you know, this is great. You just can keep going as you're going, but I always want to include a little bit of this texture. So I try to make time for it when I start getting close to the end. So if I'm about a minute away from the end of my drawing session, I will come in with my pencil. It's a good idea at this point to kind of take stock of what you have and what you feel like you still need, and just kind of evaluate that right now. Now this music is very like hopeful, like something great is about to happen. Wow, this is like such a funny playlist for this drawing session. I feel like very dramatic. Like it's gonna be great. Everything's gonna work out. We're gonna be winners. I'm gonna put some shadows in here because I always like to see that like sense that they are on the ground. They are sitting on a surface. Sometimes I put my shadow in and it's whack. So we'll see how this turns out. Oh, we need something here. Okay, we're getting close. Yes, we have a minute or a little bit less than a minute left. So this is a great time again to look over and see if there's anything that you want to include, anything that you missed. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this really dark pinkish purpley color and try to put a little bit of this funny texture on the fig. Definitely a lot more figginess over here than I drew in, so add a little bit more. And timer's almost gonna be done. I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that being where we end. If that's just, oh, wrong color. Okay, that's time. That was a 10-minute drawing. I like to just put a little reminder here of my time. And also, I always want to stamp. I'm going to stamp it at the beginning right now, so I remember what day this is. That's my daily stamp. Okay, so this is the first one. How did yours come out? Thank you so much. Disarm the bomb. Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. I actually really like these. I think that, you know, it'd be really cool if I had done a little bit more work in there, but they're really like loose and very expressive. That was totally fun. I enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and swap out the picture. I try to keep it up like about another like 30 seconds for anyone who's doing like final touches, but don't forget that all of these are posted on the Patreon page and you can open those up at any time. Sometimes, or the last time I even went back afterwards and I kind of tweaked them a little bit more. I worked on them a little bit more after the session was over, so I could use them as, you know, kind of starting points, and then I could develop them a little bit more. Elizabeth says that you had a marker fall behind your desk, so you got like 5 minutes in. Okay, yep, that happens sometimes. You know, things are always rolling around here. So we have the next image, which is up on the screen, and I like to think about like placement, and I'm already kind of concerned because I always feel like if you have something that's pointed to, like for instance, like this one that's pointed to the right, I feel like it needs to be on the left side so it can point in towards the center of my composition. So this is going to be a little problematic for me. I'm going to, I mean, would anybody be averse to me flipping it? To me transforming the image? Like, let me show you. And if you hate it, you just tell me. Can I do this? I don't really know if I'm going to do this right. Vertical or horizontal? Let's see. Oh, that was the wrong one. Undo. Sorry. Transform. Okay, we'll see it later. We'll see when it messes up. We'll find the messed up one. Hold on. Let's try that again. How about that? Is anyone like totally mad at that? If you're mad at that, I'll put it back. Okay, I flipped it, and this works better for me because I can put it on the right side and it can point inward, but I don't want to, like, you know, the original one is still on the Patreon, so you can kind of see it that way if that works better for you. All right, let's go. I think 5 minutes would be good for this one, so let's do a shorter one. This will be a little bit faster, fast and furious. Let's go. I'm going to try to stick with these same colors. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going to try. Let's try it. So I got this little watermelon slice. Oh my gosh, and this very dramatic music. And I feel like don't be afraid to let things like crop off the edge of your page. Oh, that's a little too big. Settle down, Erica. There we go. Got it. Yes, thank you. Right on. I'm just curious, can anybody hear the music that is playing? Because it is so dramatic. I mean, I'm here for it, but oh, I got some weirdness happening here. Let me fix this. Wacky. Okay, so there's my sketch. It's all good. Yeah, we got that watermelon on there. I love a good scribbly mark. I don't really have any greens today, so I'm gonna have to be creative about this. Maybe I'll just add another green in, right? I should. I mean, I think I need it. Let's see. Mine definitely cut off the page. There's like so much noise that I can hear my neighbors. Okay, I'm gonna bring another green in. So to me, what that means is I have to not only use it here, but I will need to incorporate it elsewhere in the spread so that it feels, you know, cohesive. And this is an Ecoline brush. And I don't know if you guys use them and if you like them. I would love to know what you think about them. I really like them. They're super juicy, but they're a little bit like, I mean, they're a little wet. So if you got to be careful with your paper. I notice that I eat through the pages a little bit more when I use those Ecoline ones. They just like saturate like nobody's business. Oh, nice. So I put a little bit of green there, but I definitely need to go in with a little bit more red. And I'm going to use my darkest purple for the seeds because That's the only color that I have that's dark enough for that. Okay, we're gonna try and stick with that. I don't know if I have so much trouble when I have to try to like translate, like, there's a word for that. What is the word when you like flip something in like geometry? There's a word for that. I don't remember what it is. Oh, you should try the alcohol marker, Sarah. I have some like cheapy ones here, but I mean I don't love them. And I recently got some for my students, so they're at my classroom, and you know one of my students liked them and used them, but like I sat and kind of played with them on that day, and I really haven't ever played with them since then. But I really feel like I should do a little bit more playing with the alcohol markers. They're definitely a lot different. So one of the main things that I remember noticing was that, you know, they just like, they're so good at kind of like melting into each other. They don't leave all this texture like we see with water-based markers. So they end up looking, I'm sorry, I need some red. I just feel like I really do. So apologies. Here comes another color, which means I have to add it into the other one too. So we'll see how that goes. We'll do that later. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So they just really don't leave any marks behind, which is lovely. I think a lot of people like them for that particular reason. But for me, like I kind of need those strokes. I noticed that we have less than a minute. I need a little bit of pencil. Let me go in there. If I don't have like those little marks, then I kind of lose track of what I was doing. Like I need them to help guide me. It's like my sketches, so let me add a little value on this side. It's a little shadowy here. Okay, that's time. Wrap up. This definitely needs a little bit more, but I'll stop there. I should be good and stop. This was a 5-minute sketch, but I definitely would like a few more. I really like the colors though. So I added these two, which tells me I need to bring some over here if I can. So I'll come back and revisit that later. Invert. Thank you. Thank you, Sugar Cookie. That's so cute. You're so cute. I love that name. Makes me want a sugar cookie. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this image and bring in a new one for you. Here's our next one. Oh, this one's gonna be so hard, I think. I just feel like there's a lot to do here. So I think this would be a good place for a 10-minute drawing. So let's take a quick little break before we start the timer. I'm gonna drink a little water. And, you know, take a sip of your cozy beverage if you have one. I was gonna make a cozy beverage, but then I just drank a Coke Zero. So I was like, no, fine. But I really was feeling like it. We got a little, in Texas, it is already hot. It has already been hot this week, and we got a little cool front. So I was like, oh, this is a perfect time to have something like, you know, warm. And, you know, I just didn't do it. It didn't happen, but, you know, maybe next time. All right, I'm going to do a timer at 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and go there. Of course, draw as little or as much of this one as you would like. I'm going to remove this so I have a little bit more room. And again, I'm going to stick with my same colors. So I'm going to try to be true to those. Let me use that yellow. I mean, green, whatever color this is. Oh, so this is the one I flipped. Are you all cool with this one, or do you want the way it is originally on the, I'll just leave it like this because you probably already started. So the original one is in the opposite direction. So just don't be alarmed when you see mine coming in a different direction. I'm looking at the one on the on my iPad because this one just so much detail that it's, I gotta like see all of, I need to be able to zoom in a little bit closer. So that's what I did. Here we go. And that will be a little bigger. And I'm gonna do some of this pink. Now this is like such a hot pink, so hot. So we are going to, unfortunately, neutralize it with something a little less intense. But I mean, I know that I do have some fluorescent markers that would work really well for this, but they are acrylic markers, and I don't feel like I want to bring that out yet. So I'm not going to just yet. Okay. This is, okay, I don't have black again, so I'm going to use, I usually like when I draw the dragon fruit, sorry. I like to do like some of them with like a light gray and some of the little seeds with a light gray, and then I'll do another shade like a darker color because it looks like some of them are kind of embedded in the flesh. So I like to have two tones here. So that's why I'm going to do this one first. Oh, okay, wait, let me come back to the chat and just see what we're seeing here. Sugar Cookie, you're saying that you like to combine them with water, the alcohol markers? Interesting, especially when you add water, like on top of them? I need to know more. And, oh, so let's see. Sarah, you're saying that you were using the alcohol markers. Sugar Cookie is talking about the, was it the watermelon? No, the fig. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just correct me if you need to, because I'm like, what? See, that's why you got to be like on top of that chat, because if not, I'm like lost. But let's go ahead and put some more little seeds right here. I don't love this little placement here with the seam, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to try to create like that linear kind of appearance. Let's see, let's get some little marks here. We have about 6 minutes. Oh, the Eco line are good with water. Oh, I'm going to have to use it. I haven't tried that, but I kind of assume that you could use that because they're water-based markers, I guess like any of them, but I haven't tried it, so I need to. So I should get like a little water brush and try it with them. Yeah, that would be nice. So do they move a lot, or because I know, like, I feel like with the Tombos, they don't move that much if you were to bring water in. They just kind of sit there, and some of the edges sometimes get a little, but you have to be like right on top of it. You have to do it super fast, or else you're going to end up with like a stuck, like the shape will stay there. It won't really move at all. So I'm curious about the Eco line. Okay, I gotta. Oh, you're ready for some summer watermelon. I don't blame you. I am with you on that. I don't know if I'm ready for summer, but tell me, I mean, if you don't mind sharing, where are you in the world? Like, do you get a really brutal summer? Like we get brutal summers in Texas? Because if you do, then, I mean, kudos, because I'm not really ready for summer. I know it's going to be rough. We get brutal summers. I mean, and to be very honest, I'm just always worried about, I'm like, oh my gosh, my electricity bill is going to be insane. Like, I feel like I have to prepare all year just for that because it's so high, you know? And then we live in Texas where they're always like, oh, please conserve. But, you know, crypto people can be using all the energy in the state, but all the rest of us have to turn our air conditioner off or something like that. It's so ridiculous. This is so blue. Like, it's not really green enough for me. I don't know. It's just called green. It's number 600, but it reads really blue. Like, even up there, I feel like it's reading pretty accurately, like the way I'm seeing it. Oh, you have a nice mild summer. See, I love that for you. I'm not jealous. Not jealous at all. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty brutal. I guess, yeah, if we had a really nice summer, I would probably be like, yay, can't wait for that. But then you probably have like a more, like an intense winter then, I'm guessing. Because our winters are very, very mild. 115 degrees plus in the summer. Is that, wow, that's pretty hot. Okay, so Sarah has a pretty mild summer and Sugar Cookie has a 115. Okay, are you like in Arizona or something? Because that's, yeah, that's like some Texas summer too, right? I think we don't get like, I mean, I'm sure we're capable of 115, but I would say like, I think that usually it's around like one, like in the hundreds for sure. Possibly like 110. But I know like in the desert areas can be pretty brutal. Yeah, Sarah, you got away from that. Lucky you. I mean, I think after all of these years, I'm probably just a hot weather person. Like I do like it when it's cool, but I mean, like temperate cool, like 50. I think I can deal with 50 degrees, but I mean, I don't even understand. I don't understand. My brain cannot even comprehend how people like deal with like driving in the snow. I'm not even sure. I don't think I could do it. Like, how do you learn that? Like at driving school? Like, I don't get, like, what are the chains for? Like, what's that? Like, I need to know all of these things. I don't get it. You get nasty winters. Yes, Elizabeth, I know you get nasty winters, right? This one was mild. Yeah, and supposedly this was like a colder winter than usual for us, a colder and wetter one. This week, Monday to today, we had temperature swing from around 60 to -9. Dang, that's wild. And your summers are 80 to 90, but humid. Okay. And Sugar Cookie is in the Southwest. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. I mean, we have pretty much like Southwest weather. I feel like, except we don't get the like lovely, don't you guys get like really nice cool evenings? We usually have like pretty warm evenings too. Like if it's hot, it's hot. And it doesn't matter if the sun is put away, it's still hot. But we do get some random like weather changes, like really unexpected and really surprising, and like from one moment to the next. Like it was warm this morning when I went to when I drove to work. It was like, you know, normal. I think it was probably like 70 degrees, and then we had like a fire drill at school, and so we went outside, and that was about maybe 2 p.m. and it was cool. We're like, okay, well, we didn't know it was getting cold, but I guess people who watch the news know that. I don't watch the news. Okay, we have like 1 minute left. 1 minute. Get my final touches on here. So Elizabeth is teaching me about the chain. So do kids, when they take driver's ed, do they teach them that in driver's ed, or do the parents have to teach them that? Because, I mean, like, how would you learn that? I would have no concept. Where do you buy chains? Do you just buy that at the store, like at H-E-B, at the Walmart or something? Like, I feel like I would be such a fish out of water. I don't think I could handle it. I mean, as it is in, like, Texas, you know, if it rains, like, people start driving crazy. Like, we don't know what to do with ourselves. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay. I feel like that was a 10-minute one. It kind of felt short, but I think it was a lot of time. Okay, well, I'll leave that up for another minute or so. So that green is so weird. Don't you think that's a weird green? It's not really like green. I'm talking about this one right here. It's kind of bluish. Let me see. I'm going to catch up on the chat. While if you guys are still drawing, you can do that. The thing I struggle with here are the constant gray skies. Oh, from probably October to June. It's mostly overcast, if not rainy. Are you in the Pacific Northwest, Sarah? Auto stores, oh, you've never had them. Okay. Elizabeth was never taught about them until you moved out west. Sarah Warmington, you are in Melbourne, Australia. So it's summer right now. Nice. So is it pretty warm there too? I mean, it's probably about the same temperatures that I experience in Texas. So, okay, we're going to go over to a new image. Okay, yeah. So then, oh, yeah. See, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like gray overcast, but I feel like it would make me just want to stay home and like be, you know, drinking tea all day. But then you have to function. Like you have to go to work. Like, how do people do that? I don't know. Okay, next image. Yay, this is an easy one, right? The chains are for traction in the snow. We have never used them in Wisconsin. And I would imagine, yeah, in Wisconsin, you would like need them, I guess. But no, you've never used them. Wow. And Sarah's saying that's pretty warm. You do have, oh yeah, you have Celsius, but I mean, I can kind of do the math in my head. If you give me your number, like the number in Celsius that it is, I might be able to figure it out. I feel like it's like minus 32 or minus 23 or something like that. Yeah, I would want to hibernate. Like I would want to stay home and draw, and I wouldn't want to go anywhere. So that would be my challenge. I would have to be like living an independently wealthy lifestyle. What is that life? I don't know. All right, I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on the strawberry. Is that cool with everyone? Let's do it. We can do this. 5 minutes. Strawberry is like, little. There's, I always feel like it always seems easy. And then you start drawing, you're like, ugh. The anticipation between the rainy season in Seattle area and the warmer season was always a building pressure. Oh, yeah, because you used to live in the Pacific Northwest, right, Liz? Can get up to 40, but it's been high 30s the last few days. Oh, really? I had some really good strawberries too. I think they're getting better, which is great because, for a minute there, they were really not great. And I think they're starting to taste better. So that's always promising. That means that we are getting closer to summer, right? Okay. Sorry, I wasn't going to put that in. And then I was like, I probably should because I'm going to run out of room. I also am doing this way bigger than I really wanted to. But, it is what it is, as I keep saying. Now, I feel like strawberries are so much harder to do than others. And when you're doing a time drawing, you kind of have to think about whether you want, like what you want to do for something that has so much complexity. Like those little patterns of seeds can be really like challenging to do. So I recommend that you even kind of find like just an abbreviation for them if you can, like some way to imply that these are strawberry seeds instead of having to like do the yellow seed and then the little dark shadow around it and then the little light brightness around it and then the dark shadow again, because I mean that's a lot. But you should do whatever you think you want to try for the texture. I think this is a good opportunity to experiment and to like, play and see what happens. And then I usually like to do my light colors first so I can leave room for the highlights. Right here. Oh, that little like leafy stuff on there is very cute. Let's take a little poll. Does anybody here enjoy, oh, this is very green, enjoy the green part of the strawberry? We just were talking about this the other day because my niece, when she was little, she would just eat the whole strawberry with the green leafy stuff too. And we always were like, oh, like, what are you doing? Because she was little. She was like, I don't know, like 5. And we'd be like, you just ate all the leaves. And she's like, so? And then I started thinking, well, I mean, it's kind of like a vegetable, so I guess. But, I mean, I remember us being like, what are you doing? And I don't think she does that anymore, but she did it when she was little. So it was very, very funny. And we were just talking about it the other day, how weird it was that she did that. But because now she's older. Okay, so we have 3 minutes left. Good time to try to like prioritize the things that are the most important for you. I feel like this is not the right, oh yeah, it is. There it is. So the thing I really like is that I can, oh, I was wrong. I was going to say that I can just like draw right over those and I can see all my little seeds. Like I literally don't want to lose my seeds. Like I want to remember where I put them. But normally I can just, draw right on top of them and I'll still kind of be able to see a little ghost of them underneath, but I'm noticing that they're kind of blending in. I don't know if it's just because of like heavy texture that I'm using, but you know, I'm just going to work around them so that I can still find them. Kind of lost some of them. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Then I'm going to use this red to help create those little like divots. Yeah, I think we were seeing, I don't know if you guys are seeing, I mean, I always feel like I'm talking about TikTok trends. I'm sorry. But did you see the strawberries with chocolate that were all over TikTok? Everybody was like it was like trending, this like bowl of strawberries that were like drizzled with chocolate. So stupid, but it's just like, I've been like, okay, we need strawberries. We're buying strawberries. We need more strawberries. Because of a silly bowl of strawberries drizzled with chocolate. See, I feel like I lost my little seeds. Yeah, it's a no on the greens for me. Oh, the whole apple? Interesting. And just a quick question, have they ever grown an apple tree in their stomach? Because I remember they used to tell us that when we were little. You can't do that because of that. But you know, I remember seeing many years ago, there was like a video that was going around. They were like, if you eat the apple, not from the side, but like from the bottom or like the top. Oh no, I was talking too much. Story of my life. Okay, so I didn't really get this one done. So usually when that happens for me, I will go back later on and probably work on it. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now. That was a 5-minute strawberry. She needs work. Yeah, I remember when people were eating the apple like that, like I tried it, of course, like I have to. And it was weird, like you couldn't really see the seeds. It was really strange. It was an interesting experience. Okay, so we're done with the strawberry. That means that we are 1, 2, 3, 4 drawings in. Great job. Maybe we should take a little mini break, have a little sip of water. Let me get our next image out. Oh no, we just did that one. Just kidding. I love a cherry. Always have to do a cherry. I don't know. This one, I mean, it does have some complexity. Oh my gosh. I think it looks to me, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a drawing. Like this is somebody's drawing of a cherry. I mean, it's very realistic looking. But I think it is a drawing. It looks like a little illustration. I mean, it looks beautiful. So I'm going to try to be like extra expressive with this because I really just don't want to like copy somebody else's work. But maybe I could, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to try to look for another picture right now. But this one's pretty simple. It's pretty direct. I also have another one. I don't know if maybe I should just put the other one up. Let me see. Hold that thought and let me see if I can swap it out, because that way we're not copying another artist's work. Like I don't like the idea of that. So, but I do think I have another cherry somewhere here. I might be wrong. I guess I am wrong. Because I don't see it here. I'm just going to try to put that in there real quick. Okay, well, just kidding then. Okay, we'll just draw from this one, I guess. All right. I think I'm going to try to fit this in right here. This will probably be my last drawing for this spread so that way I can move on to another page. And I think when I move on to another page, I'm going to do some acrylic markers. So let's do 5 minutes on this cherry. Be a fast little loose and expressive version of a cherry. I'm going to try to, you know, be a little bit more focused so that I don't run out of time like I did on the last one. I tend to be a little bit of a chatterbox. Today I was like in my class and I have this really like awesome class and it's like really small, like a really small batch of kids and they're like advanced kids. So they're just like really fun to talk to because you can talk to them about art stuff and like they care about art. So it's just, you know, a different experience than like, you know, talking with kids who don't really like art. But These kids, like, I just like sitting and chatting with them. And they're pretty, like, their project is an independent project. So they have to do a lot of research, and they have to do, like, they're all working with different media. So we're not doing the same thing. Everybody's doing something different. And, it's just like the energy in the class is very different than my other ones because it's so small and cozy and everyone's working really independently. So, sometimes I just like sit and chat with them. And today I was like, well, we really need to work because we need to try to get this done by Friday. So I'm not going to talk to you guys today because I need you to be focused and I really want you to have studio time. And I just can't help myself. And then I start just like, and I have to fight the urge, like, don't bring up something. Like, I just want to chat about something. And I feel like I am the problem in that class. I am the chatty one. They're just like, and then they get totally into the conversations too. So then I've just distracted them from their work. Yet my expectation is that we're still done by Friday, which is it's dumb. Like, I need to calibrate my expectations, especially when I'm distracting them. But that's me. I'm a little chatty. This would be a great opportunity to use a white acrylic marker. So if you have that and you'd like to incorporate it, and this, I feel like this is really short compared to what it should be. I feel like I'm going to stretch it out. I'm just going to make it bigger. I tried to kind of like fit it in there, but that's dumb. Just let it live. I'm just going to let it live. So make it a little bigger than I thought it should be, but it's fine. Bring in a little bit of this red. I'm going to try to tie it together. And if you ever have free time during these like time drawing sessions, it's a good time to revisit some of the other drawings if you feel like you didn't quite get a chance to finish them. That is the weirdest cherry. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not feeling it. Let me try to fill in some of this white space. Maybe that's what it needs. This looks so terrible. It's okay. It's all part of the process. Just gonna let it be. It's a lot of white on this side. Oh, also, speaking of distractions that I am always providing my students with, do you guys know that there's going to be a solar eclipse soon? I'm sure everybody knows. I'm just like late to the game. I literally saw a billboard that was talking about it, and I was like, well, that's cute that they have a billboard with a countdown to the solar eclipse. And in the back of my head I was kind of like, why? But yeah, apparently it's like quite a big deal because it's going to be like really good visibility here in Texas. So I'm kind of excited. I remember, it's supposed to be like a really big one. Not a big one, but like one that's going to be that's a lot of people are following it, and like people are coming from places to see it. So I don't know, are you guys gonna experience that? I don't know if you're gonna be like in one of the areas where it's going to be most visible. I need to remember to distract my students with the conversation of the solar eclipse tomorrow, because I haven't mentioned it to them. But that sounds like a perfect topic to distract my students with. Okay. How's that? Yeah. Are you really? Oh my gosh, how exciting, Tristan. I want to see it. I'm thinking that I want to order something from there. Like, I want you to print me something. I don't know what yet. So I would love to know what other kind of things you all print there. But that's so cool. Is it like for, solar eclipse pizza? Remember when we had that solar eclipse pizza? It was like a black pizza, or like a black pizza dough. This one was a 5-minute Yeah, I mean, obviously I feel like I would like to do a little bit more work on this one because I did stuff, but I don't know if it really even did anything. It doesn't really look like much to me, but that's okay. So this needs a little work. I'll come back to that later. But I feel like my spread is already pretty full. Like I don't have a ton of room left. So I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to switch over to another paper. And I want to use this thick, I mean, it's not, I mean, it is thick, but this craft paper one right here. So I'm going to try to use this one with a little bit of acrylic marker. So I'm going to keep these nearby, but I probably won't use those for this one. Oh no, they're rolling to the back. We don't want that. Okay. So, yeah, exactly. Everything turned green with that one. I think our mouths were green. I think things were green on the inside of us for a while there. Oh, the next one. Oh, this is going to be so pretty on this craft paper. I'm already excited. Let me open this one up. Yay, it is guava. Guava. I love pink and green together. So cute. So I'm excited to draw this one. And I am going to use my acrylic markers for this. So I'm just going to pull a couple of colors. These are kind of old. So I can already feel like this doesn't really feel like it has much in it. So we're going to try our best. We're going to see what we can do. This is where I do have some fluorescents, which are really fun to play with. I'm just going to grab those just in case. I need like something light, medium, dark. I don't really remember what that's going to look like, but. And possibly another pink. This one will be good it'll be a good addition if there's any in there. So these are the ones I'm going to use. These are the Montana markers. I like these the most, and I know that you can refill them. I don't have any more ink up for these. So, ooh, that one. I feel like I need to purchase some more ink. So I'll put those here and then I'll use these. And I always feel like I need something white, but I don't think I have a white marker right now. This one is a little messed up, but let's see, I have another one over here. I have my little marker bag here, but I don't know where I left my other like chunky Montana marker. So I have these two, and this is a Posca. I'll use these if I need them. All right, let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's go. So we'll see how this works out. It's just so cute. I just like the colors so much. This music is also very dramatic. I feel like I'm in Inception. There we go. She's so chunky. I love it. Put this little light colors here. That little bit of yellow on the edges. And then some green. Leave room for that. And I want a lot of texture. So I'm just going to be messy as heck in here. Oops, oops, oops. This was originally going to be my sketchbook all for like fruits and... Oh, no, for pink things. That's what it was going to be. Pink stuff. And I think I've pretty much stayed true to that, but... I'm going to do, as soon as I finish it, I'm going to do like a little sketchbook tour video here on my YouTube. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, will you please subscribe? Because I'm trying to grow my channel, but it's like, it's like an uphill battle. Like the struggle is so real. Okay, so I have a little beginning. It looks a little funny, but it's okay. We're going to work with it. Put a little ring of this yellow right here. So yeah, I'm going to do a little tour of this one, but also I have my other sketchbook that I finished it right before February. So at the end of January, I think I finished it. And I still haven't made that like sketchbook tour video, which I've been meaning to do So I'll probably do that one first. I should do that like this weekend. I'm really trying to get myself like on a schedule where I do a little bit more video work, but I don't know, like I am not naturally that good at video stuff, and it's hard. It's like literally like work for me. But I'm the more I kind of do it, the more I play with it, the more I start to like really like enjoy the creativity of it. It's like really fun to think about like how to construct like the narrative that you're making. Like I just have a lot of respect for people who do things like that, because it is not easy. Like making stories and you know, making stories in a visual format can be really, really hard. There's just a lot of things to consider, but I'm sure the more you do it, like the better you get, and the more like, you know, fluid and like your storytelling becomes, and it probably becomes like just easier for you to conceptualize ideas. So I mean, I just think that it's really cool. Like I'm just like, I'm a like a video like editing kind of fangirl right now. Like I'm just like, I have a lot of respect for people who do that. It's just a lot of work, I think. And then some people just do that, and like just sitting at a computer for that long can also be like, woof, like a strain. This guy, oh, there we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. So I love these markers, but I do get that dreaded, like, you know, blob of excessive paint that just bursts out when you're least expecting it, when you were hoping it wouldn't. A lot of funny stuff happening here. And should I put that other big eye? I think we should. We have 5 minutes, so let's try it. And I'm going to do like a contour line drawing, so if we don't get time to finish it, I can already tell I'm going to encounter some issues here. I'm going to try not to make it a problem. Oh, yeah, my placement is quite off. Ooh, what have I done? Let's correct. I'm just going to correct. Like it's not even close to the other one, and I need it to touch. So there we go. Here's the stem. Nice. We got this. This is much better already. I feel it. So I can't remember which was the original line, but we're going to say that one. 4 minutes. We'll say this was ASMR. It's so deformed. It's like it started here and then it went there and then somehow there. It's quite off, but it's okay. We're just going to allow it. We're going to allow it. And I still need to make sure that I make some time for my pencil and a little bit more detail work. So got to keep an eye on that clock. This looks so funny. This just doesn't seem right here. Like proportion wise. Wow, those colors look so glowy on the screen. I love that. Oh, I just dipped my finger in the yellow. So we have spring break coming up soon, and I'm super excited because I am tired. I am tired, and I feel like I need a little break, and from school, not from anything else. I really enjoy doing like streams, and I really like doing everything for my Patreon. I mean, I have such a blast. And I really feel like it's like cool creative exercises for me. But that said, I really could use a break from like waking up every day and going to school. I just need a little break. So I'm super excited because spring break is really close. And I was wondering if anybody has any cool spring break plans. Anybody doing anything exciting? I'm not doing anything exciting, but I'd love to hear when other people are. So then I can think about, wow, how fun. That must be fun to do that. Definitely having some clarity issues there. I'm a little confused. And I only have 3 minutes left. Okay, so we're going to leave that as is and move on with our lives because we can't labor over this forever. So a little something in here. And now I'm going to try to like do something with this chaos because honestly, it looks pretty chaotic. Oh, you're going to Iowa. Fun. Is it going to be a road trip? Road trip. That's exciting. I'm curious if it's pretty far. I mean, even if you're flying with kids, you know, that can be like a big old adventure. Okay, we have like 1 minute left. Let's go. We're in crunch mode. Okay. I'm going to try get a little pencil in here too. A little pencil action there. 6-hour trip one way. Oh, nice. How fun. A rented house. I love that. Let me try this guy right here. And 6 hours. Woohoo. I've talked a lot with like my siblings and their families about like traveling for like long distances. I mean, I'm a driver, so I'm always like a driver when we travel. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of us are drivers, but I'm like the one who drives. I'm always the one who wants to drive because I tend to get car sick, so I always have to be in the front. And I feel like if I'm a driver, I have something to do. Oh no, time's almost up. And I didn't get any pencil. Womp womp. No pencil in on this one, but you know, that would have been nice. And so I'm gonna make time to do that at some point. I want to say this was 10 minutes. I'm gonna put that right here, 10 minutes. So I'm going to come back to this. It looks a little chaotic, but actually, I mean, I'm going to try to take a picture of it before, and then I'm going to play with it again, and then I'll take a picture after so we can see it. So it's 9:15. So we have about 15 more minutes. I think that gives us time to do a couple more. Let's go. So if at any point you need a break, please take a break if you need it. And if you're sick and tired of drawing, that's okay too. Stop whenever you need to. This is going to be our next one, and I think we'll do 5 minutes for that one. So I'm going to just try to find myself another page to work on. I think I can do, I'm going to put it, I think it'd be kind of fun to put it on this page. Yeah, I'm going to put it on this page. Just for funsies. 5 minutes on the clock. Now, I purposefully chose, I'm going to do alcohol markers again. So I'm just going to use some like crazy colors. I purposefully chose a pomegranate that was not open because that was so hard. I mean, they are so challenging to draw on the inside. So I tried to take the easy way out this time. You're welcome. But I did notice that like, even when they're just like the outside of them, this looks like they kind of have a really unique shape. Like, we've got these like flat sides, which I really enjoy. Let me see, Elizabeth, what did you say? You like how yours is coming out? Was it the guava one? The one with the pink and the green, right? Yeah, mine is, I think mine's a little bit wet, but I just flipped the page anyway. We will see. That'll be a problem for future Erica. I'll have to figure that out later. But like, honestly, I'm so happy with how much drawing I'm getting in lately. I've been working on some like other commission projects, like on my easel back there. And so I've been a little bit occupied with some other art projects. And so I feel like I'm drawing still quite a bit, but I have been spending time doing that. So even if I'm not drawing my sketchbook, I still feel like I'm being pretty productive because I have like those other projects going on. So that's been good for me, and I think really challenging for me because I don't remember the last time I had drawn or made a big painting. I hadn't made a big painting in such a long time, and I was actually really nervous about it. I just kind of sat on it for so long, like just waiting and, you know, like making excuses for why I wasn't ready to start it. And I think it was just like me being nervous that I hadn't done something that big in a long time. And then on top of that, it was like portraiture, which I was also nervous about just because I hadn't done it in a while. And then one day I was just like, you know what, you just need to do it. And, you know, if you make a mistake, solve that problem when you get there. But I mean, the anxiety of making that mistake was, you know, pretty stifling at the beginning. So I really had to talk myself into it. And one day I was just like, just start. And if it's a mistake, then we'll fix it, you know? We will fix it. And it really came along. It came out really well. I think it came along quite nicely. And I was super happy with the final product. And I'm done with it. But I do have like several more commissions. So I'm going to do those too. I don't take a lot of commissions, but every now and then I'll do it. Especially I'll do it for like some people who ask for them, who are really like, I don't know. It just depends on the project. If it's something that I think I would like to do, I'll do it. Oh, this is so textury. Like up close, it's so textury. And we only have 2 minutes, so be quiet, Erica. Get to work. I'm just gonna start with my pencil. I was gonna try and put some tombos on here. I don't know, has anyone ever done tombos on top of acrylic markers? I should try that right now. I have them both available. But let me do this first. And then if I have a little bit of extra time, I'll try it. Because I'm just like not sure how it would behave on top of it. If it's gonna slide off, maybe it's gonna slide off. This music is, again, quite dramatic. I actually really like it, though. So much shadow on this one. It's so nice. So dramatic, just like the music I'm listening to. Let's get a lot of texture on here. Sorry if you're seeing the desk like shaking around a little. I'm being rough with my medium. 1 minute, less than a minute. Get some shadows in there. That was a little bigger than I wanted, but that's fine. There we go. Would have liked a little. Oh, I keep on feeling like I have to turn it off, but then I remember that it turns off on its own. I'm just going to do a little bit of little scrappy lines around here. I like that one. That one was fun. So easy. Probably that's why I like it so much. It was just an easier one. Okay. So there is, I kind of feel like, oh, let's try a little bit of the red on it just to see how, oh, look at that. It does behave well. I mean, it's sitting there. I wonder if I can slide it around. No. Nice. Okay, I just learned something new. We can use Tombow markers on top of the acrylics. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna put another date on this one because it's a whole new spread or a whole new page. So that is pretty dry, like pretty fast. Okay, we still have 8 minutes left before the end of our session. So let's see what else we can draw. And then so I included this one. I forgot to put this one on the Patreon, but this one was so fun to draw last time that I kind of want to draw it again. Let's try it again. It's not on the Patreon, so I'm gonna have to look at it like that. It's pretty small. My apologies for the size, but let's do a fast one here. 5 minutes. Little quickie one. I'm gonna do some like wild colors. What's back here? Should I do that? I don't know if I should do it on there. I kind of want to draw right there. I'm gonna do it here. What is the worst that could happen? The paper gets a little crunchy. This is an apple. This is not an apple. This is a drawing of an apple. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of like funny. Like it has a little sticky finish to it with that little bit of Tombow that I put on top. I'm using this very light pink. And then I thought maybe I should put a little bit of Tombow on top of that. So I might do that. I could have left some areas for the light, but I forgot. I'm gonna try to leave it like that. Can't quite see all the details here, but I think I see that. See that happening. I actually ordered a sticker of the apple core. Just a few. I don't think I did too many of them, but I thought it would be funny to have an apple core sticker. And it was the one I did last time, but maybe this one will be better. Elizabeth, are you still on retreat? Are you still in retreat mode? Or are you back at work? Back with the fam. We have like 2 minutes. Wow, that is so generous, I feel like. What a luxurious long time, because I'm like, wow, I'm almost finished. And there's still plenty of time on the clock. Well, I think it's plenty of time. Oh, so I use a couple of different vendors, Candace. Let me share with you the ones that I like that are my favorite. So oh, nice, Elizabeth. So you're back home. The one that I like the most, I would say, like overall, I think have provided like the best quality and turnaround time, and it's called Sticker App. So I like Sticker App quite a bit. I like their website a lot because you get like what they call like a digital proof. So you can see what it's going to look like with the little border around it. You can see if you choose like a different kind of paper, you get a visual of what it's going to look like. I really like Sticker App. The only thing about Sticker App is that Sticker App is a little bit expensive, I've noticed. They're a little bit more on the pricey side. So there's that. Oh, and they ship really fast and their production is very fast. And I love all of that about sticker wrap. So if I need something in a pinch, I will go to sticker wrap. But if I have plenty of time and I'm not super worried about turnaround time, I like to order from Vinyl Disorder. So some of the things I like about Vinyl Disorder is that they always have lots of sales. So I usually will order a lot of stickers when they have a sale because I can, kind of stock up. I can get them at so cheap, like so much cheaper. And I do feel like the quality of those stickers are really nice. Like there's something I notice about sticker wrap stickers and a lot of stickers in general, actually. They come to you in like a little bag or something, and then they're like all stuck together. So if you're just trying to like you sell one sticker, you want to like take one sticker off, like it's very easy to accidentally like take 2 or 3, and sometimes you don't even notice and you just like send people like 2 stickers. So there might be a little bit of a loss that you incur when they're stuck together if you're not really careful. But with Vinyl Disorder, I noticed that their stickers just like are really distinct and like they are separated. So I don't know, that's a little thing that who cares about that, but I apparently care. So that's the thing I like about Vinyl Disorder. But Vinyl Disorder I think they take forever. Like they take a long time. And when I say forever, like I would say you're going to wait at least like 2 weeks before you get them in your hands. So that's like the shipping and the production. And so like I ordered some yesterday actually, and I think they actually will send you a proof if you request it, and so I always request it. And also if it's over a certain amount, the timer went off, I should have stopped drawing. If it's over a certain amount, they'll send you a proof, and I still didn't get my proof today. So I'm hoping it'll be here tomorrow, but like they're not going to start production until you've approved the proof. So if I haven't seen a proof, then I know that they haven't started yet, which means that I'm going to be waiting a little bit more. So the ones I ordered from Vinyl Disorder, like I do this knowing that it's going to be a while, and I'm getting a great deal. So that's what I would say about Vinyl Disorder. But Sticker App is super fast. Like I ordered from Sticker App on, I want to say on Saturday or Sunday, and like that same day I got thank you for your order, and the same day, like 2 hours later, it was like your sticker's in production, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. Oh, are they really the Sticker Mule ones? And I feel like I ordered one time from Sticker Mule, and I feel like the finish was a little funny to me, but I think I just have one sticker from Sticker Mule, but I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't noticed that on the Vinyl Disorder or the Sticker App ones, but maybe other people have noticed it. I haven't. So, I mean, yeah, I highly recommend both of them. And so, kind of pick what you can use, or what works best for you. And I do prefer, if I can, I'll try to always order from Vinyl Disorder, just because they're so much better prices. Like right now they have a special, and I think it's until tomorrow. It's the end of February, and it's 50% off. So you just put in the code. But I mean, like, I think I got like 7 different designs yesterday, and I think I paid, I don't remember exactly, I think it was like $100. And I got a lot of stickers for that, and then multiple designs, which I like because I can kind of test out a small batch and see if like people like it, and if they don't, I don't order it again, and if they do, I'll order it. Okay, so I think I'm going to switch over to another page here, and I'm going to we have 2 more, and we're just gonna, like, I think we have time. It's 9:30, but if you need to go, by all means, go whenever you need to. But I kind of want to draw this artichoke, and the next one is a mushroom one. So I thought artichokes, mushroom. That's what I'm going to do. So we'll do short ones for this one. So if you can spare another let's do 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, we'll be done with the next two. Okay, so 5 minutes on the clock for these little tiny baby artichokes. They're so cute. And I love a cross section. I mean, I don't say no to a cross section, but I mean, this one's so pretty. I want to draw them both. Let's see what I can do. I'm just going to kind of block them in. I'm going to try to be extra gestural with this one. I'm just going to let these be like really wild and silly. They don't need to be perfect. You're okay. They're just so pretty because they're kind of like little flowers. This marker is on its last leg. Keep thinking that a big blob's going to squirt out, and it has not happened yet. Which means that it's definitely pretty empty. Like she's done. She is done. We'll see. Oh, I love a cross section. So funny because today I was, about to start instruction in my class. And I was standing in the front of the class and all the kids were facing me and they were all like looking at me. And then I looked at the kid, one of the kids was sitting like in the second row and she had this little pink box on her desk. And it looked like it was paper or like felt or something. And I immediately was like, are you doing a diagram of a skin cell? It was the most random thing. And like, she was like, yes, how did you know? And it was just like a pink box, but it looked like, every textbook image you've seen of the layers of skin, like the epidermis and the dermis. And it was so funny. It was just like, I saw it and I immediately knew what it was because I love cross sections. Like I have always really had like a fondness and a kind of like just really like interested in them, like how they're drawn and what they show us. And I remember always being fascinated by them when I would see them in textbooks in like school, And I remember my aunt used to have these like they were encyclopedias, but they were like for kids. I don't remember what they're called, but I'm sure if you were a child of the 80s, you will remember these books. And they were like basically encyclopedias. And they would just have like tons of info. But I used to love those books. And they would have like little diagrams of cells and stuff. And oh man, I love a diagram. And so when I see this like cross section, I love that so much. I just would love to draw cross sections or like cut, sliced things. I love that. Okay, we have like a little over a minute. Got to start wrapping it up. If you want to include some additional media, like I really want that pencil, I better get that pencil and start going on it because I'm almost out of time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Not sure if it worked for me, but it's okay. We're going to leave it really expressive. That's what we said at the beginning, and we're going to honor that. Okay. So with the remaining seconds I have left, I'm going to try to go really fast. I'm running out of time. Get a little bit in here. Okay. That was 5 minutes, and I need more time. But that, I'm not sure. That's not working for me, but it's okay. Okay, last one. I mean, bye, Candace. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Take care. Last one on here. We'll just make it short too. 5 minutes. Let's go. I'm going to try to use the same colors so it feels like they are cohesive. I've been wanting to draw some mushrooms lately, but just haven't had the opportunity, or I haven't made the time for it. So I really am glad. Like, I thought about taking this out because it's like, it's not even fruit. Like, what are you doing? And also the artichoke. I was going to take them both out, but then I just couldn't do it. I really wanted to draw them. I was like, I know it'll be random, but we're going to just go with it. This marker is so gone. She's had enough. She's done a lot of work, and we need to let her go. I've heard that you can like hack the markers so that you can like refill them. But I don't know. Like, I feel like when I refilled my Montana markers, which are like literally made to be refilled, I feel like I kind of messed it up. Like, it doesn't quite work the same way. So I'm a little skeptical about hacking it. But I mean, if you're going to throw it away, you might as well like play with it a little before you, like, I have nothing to lose. Okay, 4 minutes. We got this. We have this very like uplifting, dramatic movie music in the background. I feel like I'm at the end of the race. I feel like I'm almost going to cross that finish line, but I want to give up, but I'm not going to. It's very, very dramatic. There's definitely some epic music happening in here. Right there. That one's pretty right there. I'd like to spend some time drawing all those cute little mossy things, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not today. Maybe in the added work stage. The like revisions and developments. Because there's a lot of stuff here. And it might just not happen. So really, I just did like a little sketch here. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cute. This whole like spread. We have like 4 minutes. No, like 2 minutes. 4 minutes, 2 minutes. Very different. Very different. Got a lot going on here. Lots of cool textures, shadows. Probably recommended that you use something different for those, but this one's a little convoluted. I can't quite tell where the stem ends, but we'll just invent. I feel like my hair is coming down. Let it down. Okay. Oh, I like it. Should I do, yeah, let me do a little bit of the, I'm going to do this crazy green right here. With like a minute left. Just very expressive. Really just need something to kind of like end those mushrooms, like, so that they're not just floating and kind of ridiculous like that. And since I have a little bit of time, we'll add some fun textures from a pencil, my favorite. I feel like you can be like really messy or like really refined. My hair is all over the place. So these pencils can kind of give you like a lot of flexibility. You have less than a minute. All right, that is time. That brings us to an end of our drawing session of mushrooms. And I'm gonna put another date on this. This definitely, I feel like it's lacking. So it needs, to me, it needs work. And so that's what I'm gonna do later. I'll just bring my sketchbook with me. And then I have these kind of like, it's kind of cool because they're like prompts. Like you kind of have a start and then you can just kind of build on them. Bye, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. It was great to see you on here. Take care. Have a good night. Yeah, so I love that this kind of gives you, like, it kind of makes me think of, you know, like a coloring book. Like you have a start, and so you don't have to start from scratch. And so if I just bring my sketchbook with me, I can just kind of continue to build on these. And then the photos will still be available on Patreon, so you can access that free public page and you can come back and draw on them at your leisure. Draw on yours if you feel like you need a little bit more time on them. So these were, I'll just show you all my drawings that I did today. So these are our last two, 5 minutes and 5 minutes. This was also a 5-min. But of course, when I come back, I'll do more time on them, and then that'll give me like something that's maybe like a 20-minute drawing. And then this is our first spread, which I really like this one. I definitely need some more time here, so I'll do that as well. Let me close that for now. Okay. And then I did one more somewhere here. It's not that one. It's not the bugs. What was it again? It wasn't the dragon fruit. Oh, it was the guavas. Oh, I bet you they're stuck. They're stuck, you guys. There you go. Ooh, it's okay. It got a little bit stuck on top there, but the cool thing about acrylic markers is that I can just draw right on top of that. So I can, you know, correct it later. So these are the spreads that I created. This one definitely needs some more work, and I'm kind of excited because I'll be able to do them tomorrow. Like I'll have a starting point, and I won't need to like sit there and think like, well, what should I draw? Should I draw something? Things like that. So let me pop back over here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys got some pages in your sketchbook filled up, and I hope you enjoyed like a little co-drawing session with me. Thank you so much for keeping me company and being here. And if you like these, definitely subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, because I do live streams quite a bit. If you look under the live stream tab, like there's a lot of them. We do them very often. And if you want to participate in more of them, like make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I will usually post them there. And I'll also post it like on a free page on my Patreon, even if you're not a subscriber on my Patreon. You can also follow me on Patreon as a free patron, or like one that doesn't have a payment subscription. And that way you get access to these kinds of things as well. So feel free to join me, and thank you so much for being here and keeping me company. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care, and yeah, have a great week. Bye.